Like the highly anticipated release of The Dark Knight, a stringent and resilient crowd has gathered at the Belmopan Police Headquarters to await the ever-imminent arrival of former Prime Minister of Belize, Said Musa, in what is today his arraignment, as charges will be levied against him for financial misuse or impropriety of our nation's finances during the course of his 10-year tenure in government. Masses have been waiting in what is a pivotal moment in what could be considered a landmark case in our Belizean history. Former Prime Minister is being arrested today, and he will shortly be walking down this walkway here, headed into the police department, where he'll be levied with charges and thereafter be sent on over to the magistrate court, where those charges will be read to him.
The path from the police station to the courthouse was thick with excessive police security and fanfare as Mr. Musa was escorted to Magistrate's Court to have the charges against him read by Magistrate Albert Hoare. The media was on the scene like a bunch of hungry vultures hunting down fresh dead carcass.
On a dreary and bleak Thursday morning, we are standing in front of the Belmopan Magistrates Court, where there is supposed to be the unfolding of some action this morning, as the former Prime Minister of Belize, Said Musa, is now being arraigned officially, and he will be appearing shortly here at the Magistrate Court. He will be made to answer the charges that are being leveled on him in what can be considered the misappropriation of funds during his administration, or what he would term as financial mistakes that were made. But today is the culmination of that whole series of events, which will now decide his fate, not only as a former Prime Minister of this country, but also as a Belizean. We will see truly how the justice system works and if it's equal for all.
Look how much thing them shine. Look how much thing them shine. To move on from the calling up a type to take my life. I want to go out here. Them want to go out here. The helicopter in the air. Helicopter in the air. Red light a shine.
Open News canvassed the spectators, searching for some clarification and answers on what could arguably be a landmark case in our nation's history, but may actually not carry sufficient legal ligature from the standpoint of the DPP's office to even propose a real chance of indicting Said Musa on the single charge of theft.
Ms. Schumann, you have been integrally involved in the internal workings of the PUP for many years now, and of course playing a vital role in his Belize administration and in other respects. Now this morning's arrest, of course, comes not as a surprise, but how do you interpret this arrest?
It's a travesty of justice, first and foremost. I am not shocked. We expect this from the UDP, and unfortunately from some of our own quote-unquote PUP people. I think it's a disgrace. This man committed no crime. He has developed this country. He has dedicated almost 40 years of his life to serving Belize, and I think it is evident that he has done good. He was not perfect. None of us are perfect, but he's a good man, and I'm here to show Said Musa my support because I believe in him. And instead of the UDP and other factors who are involved in this travesty pointing the finger at a good man, they need to fix the economy. There are a lot of starving children out there, a lot of people without jobs. The infrastructure is crumbling around us. We have high crime. Our country has lost respect internationally, and they are wasting taxpayers' dollars by touching this man. No, man, there are a lot of people who love Said Musa and who will come out there on the line for him, and I'm one of them, and I will make no apologies for it.
What is going on right now is because Dean Barrow and the representatives of this country want to cover that shit so that the Belizean people don't know what we are sending our government to sign, which is very important. You know, and I believe it's a something proposal that we rejected 2 years ago. That's the reason why they keep it undercover until they sign the agreement. And then after that, we Belizean people going to be in a bad boat.
This is witch hunt. You can't even make this charge stick. If you make one charge of theft stick, you have to have away your teeth. And the government of Belize have it so that they don't forget charge for theft if anybody thief anything that they got it. So, and I say, why would they waste taxpayers' dollars and would they put off one circus show for nothing? Because this is a circus and the chief club that they borrow as far as I'm concerned. That's all we have here, nothing else, because this no one stick. This and this is the problem we always have, because our Belize people allow for we governments to do all kind of circus show for redirect their attention from what is important to what isn't. What is important right now that the cost of living. What is important is our people out of jobs. What is important, Christmas they come and chop it and heads up and chopping blocks for jobs. Then the thing's important, and then you try to redirect attention to something like this where they can't hold. This thing don't have no water in it. He went to Belize Bank and gone back to the government of Belize. Where he thief? Tell me where he thief. He not even touch it. You know, and the thing is we still owe. So where then they do? They're not help we not at all, because when you talk about then the kind of money at the bank, that they grow interest, then what? Then we are owe more. But you think Dean Barrow care about that? He not care about that. He worry about which hunt he need to get a broom and try fly. That's all he needs to do.
That's right. I feel about that thing, right? Mr. Musa mean a thing, right? Man take care of the kids and I think buy the school books, you know, get in
everybody. The only kids to take care of everybody.
Take up for the man, I think. Remember, the real truth of the color.